Ty naše písničky jsou jak ty perličky na šňůrce navlečené. Tolik je krásný žít a je to velký žít, že jsou tak uplačené. Ta naše písnička česká, ta je tak hezká, tak hezká. Tak jako na louce kytička vyrostla ta naše písnička. Aj se ta písnička ztratí, pak už nic nebudem mít. Jestli nám zahyne, všecko svý pomíne, potom už nebudem žít. Zpívejte lidičky, ty naše písničky, Moraví, Slovenska, Čech. Ta naše písnička je sice pročička, ale je nejhezčí. Ta naše písnička česká, ta je tak hezká, tak hezká. Tak jako na louce kytička vyrostla ta naše písnička. Aj se ta písnička ztratí, pak už nic nebudem mít. Jestli nám zahyne, všecko svý pomíne, potom už nebudem žít.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Music Around the World Polka Spotlight. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes today.
Yes, we're very excited about today's show because you get to hear so many of your favorite songs like the Lakeside Waltz and Tiny Bubbles.
Oh, excellent. Yes, and here to play those great tunes, let's welcome George's Concertina Band.
Yes, and we'll take just a brief moment and introduce the members of the band. First up, playing the drums and on vocals, let's welcome Gail Sheik. And next up, hiding behind the tuba, let's welcome the one and only Gus Makowski. And lastly, on vocals and concertina, let's welcome George Palma.
All right, and before we get started with the second song, we have a quick dedication going out to my cousin Rochelle from Waconia, Minnesota. Thinking of you, sweetheart, as you go on this cancer journey. Keep going strong on those chemo treatments. I say anybody who has to go through chemo, you are a strong, strong fighter, so keep going. The next song is Golden Star Polka. Let's dance.
Fantastic. Great music. And if you'd like to send us an email, you can send it to the email address on the screen, polkaspotlight@yahoo.com.
Yes, and one of our studio dancers, Ginny Altman, would like to give a shout out to her church friend, Helen Sorensen from Shoreview, Minnesota. And Helen watches Polka Spotlight every day. So thanks for tuning in, Helen. We appreciate it.
And the next song is You're My Best Friend.
You place gold on my finger. You brought love like I've never known. You gave life to our children, and to me a reason to go on. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean, but most of all, my best friend. When I need hope and inspiration, you're always strong when I'm tired and weak. I could search this whole world over, you'd still be everything that I need. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean. But most of all, you're my best friend.
Great. Well, it is the new year, and we wanted to chat with you a little bit about New Year's resolutions. Dan, how about you?
Yeah.
Got any New Year's resolutions for 2024?
Well, I've been thinking about it, and we're always, maybe waiting in line somewhere, and I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to make a resolution to strike up more conversations with complete strangers?
Ah, there you go.
I was at Menards the other day, and I'm waiting, and I finally was talking to the guy next to me. Turns out he was a wide receiver for the Minnesota Gophers in the 80s.
Oh, my.
But had I not talked to him, I would have never known that. And we had a great conversation about football and the Vikings. And so I just thought, we're always right next to someone. If you just take that initiative to start the conversation, you never know where it might end up.
That's true.
Yeah.
On the bus, I learned about my bus driver. He repairs pianos and things like that. Like, hey, who would know? A bus
Yes.
driver would also repair pianos.
That's right. How about you? What's your resolution?
Well, last year mine was to be more intentional, and that worked really well because every time I had an idea, I tried to follow through on it. So if it was, send a thank you card or call a friend, you get an idea of, oh yeah, I should talk to so-and-so, so go ahead and do it. So that's one. And the other one is sugar. No more sugar.
I don't think
That's a
anybody
hard one. If I can make it through the first week, I'm doing really good. So
That's right.
yeah, the holidays are horrible for staying away from sugar. So yeah.
All right.
All right, the next song is Morning Glow Waltz. Let's dance.
know it's prettier by far. I've seen the mountain range, I've seen the shining sea, but neither one of them compares to when you smile for me. I've seen the morning glow, I've seen the evening stars, but when I see her smile, I know it's prettier by far. I've seen the mountain range, I've seen the shining sea, but neither one of them compares to when you smile for me.
Well, I got a good one for you.
Okay, hit me with it.
Okay. If you had a whole bunch of ants, how could you tell the boy ants from the girl ants?
Oh boy, I have no idea. I kind of missed that day in
Yeah.
science class, I think.
Well, you take a bucket of water and
Okay.
throw all the ants in the bucket,
All right.
and the girl ants will sink to the bottom,
Huh.
and the rest are boy ant.
Oh, very buoyant. Very good. We need a ba-dum-bum on that one. Okay. All right. I got one for you. So my resolution was to read more.
Okay.
So I watched TV with subtitles.
Sometimes I watch with closed caption because I can't hear very well.
That's good.
So the next one, I don't know if there's anybody in the viewing audience that has had a prune dumpling, but this is for you. This is the prune dumpling polka. Here we go.
give a big shout out to, go get the card. Go get the card. We want to give a big shout out to all the folks in Bismarck, Jamestown, and Fargo, North Dakota who tune in, as well as folks in East Lyme, Connecticut, and all around Minnesota, Cold Spring, Hutchinson, Moorhead, Sauk Center, Brandon, Wilmer, Melrose, all the folks at MCN 6 and all the folks here around the Northwest Metro for CCX. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. We have a quick shout out going out to, it's a happy birthday wish to Rhonda, who is turning, actually is the sister of our studio dancer, Vonnie. She has a birthday on January 17th, and she is a public health nurse in Alexandria, Minnesota. So hey, how about it?
And if you'd like to call in your dedication, you can call the phone number on the screen, and we'll take your dedication and try to get it on the air within a few weeks. And one quick joke. Okay. There were 5 boats heading for Ireland filled with potatoes, but one big sea monster came and ate all 5.
Oh.
I guess you can't eat just one potato ship.
Oh. Are you working for Lay's potatoes? Yeah.
And the next song is Blackboard of My Heart.
When I was young and went to school, they taught me how to write. To take a chalk and make a mark and hope it turned out right. Well, that's the way it is with love. What you done to me, I wrote it so you'd know that I was yours eternally. But my tears have washed, I love you, from the blackboard of my heart. It's too late to clean the slate, to make another start. I'm satisfied the way things are, though we're far apart. My tears have washed, I love you, from the blackboard of my heart. If you'd been true the way you should and not have gone astray, these tears would not have fallen down and washed the words away. No need to talk, for if this chalk could write those words again, it would be for someone else, not the way things might have been. But my tears have washed, I love you, from the blackboard of my heart. It's too late to clean the slate, to make another start. I'm satisfied the way things are, though we're far apart. My tears have washed, I love you, from the blackboard of my heart.
All right, here's one. If you happen to be celebrating an 80th birthday, here's how you can respond. You say, no, I'm not turning 80 today. I am sweet 16 with 64 years of experience.
There you go.
How about that? I like that. So you can adjust it for any age, but yeah.
That's right. Well, we hope you're enjoying the show. The next song is the Westphalia Waltz. Here we go.
folks, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of our crew members. They are with us each and every time. We could not do the show without them. So first up, put your hands together for Tim Zibikowski. Thank you, Tim. And our director, Marcia Patton. Thank you so much, Marcia. Appreciate all your efforts. And to our graphics and audiovisual, let's give it up for Kevin Vandenberg. Thank you, Kevin. And to our camera crew, first up, Ellie Mae Knudsen. Yay! It's a new face, yes. And also on camera, put your hands together for Danny Connor Smith. Thank you. And Danny's grip today is Vicki Milverstead. Hey, thank you, Vicki. Appreciate that. And also on camera, put your hands together for Karen Wood. Thank you, Karen. And many thanks to Javi Cedillo for lighting. We would be in the dark without him. So, yes, thank you.
And now back to the music with the song called Silk Umbrella Polka.
All right. If you want to send in your dedications, you can do so by going to, the address right on your screen, and we will do our best to get it on the air, whether it's a birthday dedication or happy anniversary or just a shout out to a friend that you want to say hello to. Okay, I've got a quick joke for you. Here's one. I made a New Year's resolution to drink more water. That's always good, right? So far, I've only gotten as far as drink more. Okay. Drink more water. No, I'm only a drink more. Okay.
Yvonne, does beer count?
Yeah, that works. Okay.
All right. The next song is She Thinks I Still Care. Here we go.
Just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake today, she thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the still care. But if she's happy thinking I still need her, then let that silly notion bring her cheer. But how could she ever be so foolish? Oh, where would she get such an idea? Just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere. Just because I saw her then went all to pieces, she thinks I still care.
Well, we're going to take just a brief moment and talk to the band a little bit and see if we can learn a little bit about what the band's been up to. Now, George, tell us a little bit where you play most often. What,
Up north and out east.
okay. And
Out in Wisconsin and north. And
okay.
we got a couple doing, we've got a real busy last part of February.
Okay.
We're kind of in my hometown.
Okay. And that's Brownton, is that right?
Well, actually, where I grew up was Montgomery. Wesley, New
Montgomery
Prague area.
Okay. And
So
do you ever play out at the Kalachi Fest?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
And
That's in August,
that's
yeah.
typically in August.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. We had a chance to go there one time, but that was fun. We got to see the Tennessee Trio and Mitchell Hall. And do you have a favorite festival that you like to go to, like a certain Oktoberfest or a place that you really
boy.
like to play
If
at?
it's got a buffet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And your favorite thing on the buffet, like
Oh, boy. Baked chicken.
big chicken. All right. And now I hear that you have a celebrity in the band here that people
Yes,
don't
we do.
know, but the guy hiding behind the tuba, I'm going to get out of the way a little bit here. And there he is. Tell
This
us
is
the
Gustafur.
story behind who the tuba player is and who his brother is.
This is Gus Muskowski. I call him Gustafur, but it's Gus Muskowski. His brother was Wee Willie.
Ah. And I was talking
He's
to...
the Wee Willie of the band.
He's like a small, so he's like a wee Willie. No, are you older or younger than Wee Willie?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby of the family. Okay. Grab the mic there for a sec. Then I hear you played in the band with Willie for how many years?
I would say about 30.
30 years. Wow. And when you played, where was the band at or located mostly around? What city was that?
He probably was in Blaine at that time because he was playing a little bit more down in this area. So he had gotten a job with the same company that he started with years and years ago. But they move you around once in a while. So
Okay.
Anyway, he was in Blaine, and then he went back to Fargo Moorhead area.
Okay. Yeah, I hear he, unfortunately, 10 years ago, he passed away.
10 years ago next Friday.
Yeah. Well, we had him here on the show many times, and he really did a great job of entertaining and sharing his talents with the viewers. So we appreciate everything he did. And you, were you in the band when we played on Polka Spotlight at that time?
Yes, we played, I don't know, about 6, 7, 8 times, something like that here.
That's great. Well, I couldn't believe you were in this band. I heard your last name Makovsky, and I thought, is that the same last name as Wee Willie? He goes, yeah, that's my brother. So.
I never knew his last name until I knew Gus.
Oh. And is Gus a nickname, or is that your actual name?
My name is August, like the month. In
Oh.
the Wee Willie band, I was Augie.
Augie.
And this one, I'm kind of Gus, I guess. So. As long as I'm not late for supper, we're in good shape.
So it's an alias. He's in incognito as Gus. So, well, thank you for being here today, Gus, and let you hand the mic back to the leader of the band here, George. Now, George, tell us a little bit about, you have about 3 concertinas. Do you, each one has a different key?
Yeah.
And how do you figure out which, I mean, if the song isn't in one of those 3 keys, then what do? Do you just adapt
Then I write
it?
it different.
Oh, you write it different? You
Yep.
transpose it or something?
Usually between the 3 boxes, I get something that kind of fits. So
Okay. Well, is it a lot like playing the harmonica in any way?
it's just like this is a quad, so you can imagine 4 harmonicas. You're playing them at the same time,
Wow.
and it plays a different note in and out. So
Okay.
diatonic.
I just bought 2 harmonicas for my son John for Christmas, and he's going to try and learn them. But we did meet Ed the harmonica man one time. He's my neighbor, and he has 6 harmonicas on a belt, and he plays at nursing homes and senior centers. And so this is like 4 harmonicas at once.
Yeah, basically read just like a harmonica, maybe a little bit bigger.
Uh-huh. That must be hard to learn. Did it take you a while?
Yeah, just got to dedicate to practice, and
Yeah.
it'll come.
Yeah. So if someone was watching and they wanted to buy one of those and start learning, you think they could pick it up in 6 months or so?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. All right. Well, now as far as getting a hold of the band, or hopefully we can flash the number up on the screen. And there we go, George's
That's it.
Concertina Band. And if you'd like to have them come out to your senior center, feel free to give them a call. And isn't the music great today here, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you.
Yes. And thank you for coming out on such a very, very
Thank you.
cold
Thank you for
day.
having us.
Man,
Yeah, my mirror said minus 18 this morning.
oh my gosh, that is cold. Yeah, I was glad we didn't have a snowstorm and the cold. So thank you for being here, all of you, traveling so far from Brownton, Minnesota.
Yes.
All right.
Montgomery, yes. All right, so the next song is Lakeside Waltz. Let's dance.
Yuck-samash.
Yuck-samash. Love it. All right. If you want to see Polka, 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 you can go to their videos on demand at ccxmedia.org. There you go. And tune in and just enjoy the marathon of polka dancing that's there. Okay, quick question here. What is a New Year's resolution?
No, I don't know. What is it?
Something that goes in one year and out the other.
Well, if you would like to see even more concertina players, there's the Concertina Bowl at the Blainbrook Bowl and in Blaine. And it's always the last Saturday in January. And
It's like the Super Bowl of polka dancing.
Yes.
Lots of bands.
two
lots of-
ballrooms, probably 50 concertina players. They play all day long.
Pretty amazing.
It's a good event to go to, but it's always the last Saturday in January. So catch that in just a few weeks.
That's right. All right. The next song is the Redhead Polka. All right, if you would like to learn how to dance, you can do so by going to the web address on your screen there at usadance-minnesota.org. Lots of different instructors throughout the Twin Cities, whether it's polka or waltz or East Coast swing. We've had some fun teaching some high school students swing, and they are going to be performing at a big fundraiser gala at the end of January. So the folks at Chesterton Academy, hey, we are going to do it, and hopefully it all comes off together really well.
Yes. And, I have a good one here for you. It says,
Okay.
My neighbor gave up smoking cold turkey
Okay.
for New Year's.
Oh, good, good.
He's doing better, but he's still coughing up feathers.
All right. And Marge and Doug in our studio audience would like to give a big thank you to the surgical, radiation, and chemo departments at Methodist Hospital. Doug has, through their efforts, is now clear of cancer. Hallelujah. Yes, all right. Okay, this one's for you, Doug and Marge. It's called Tiny Bubbles. Let's dance.
bubbles in the wine makes me happy, makes me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the golden moon, and here's to the silver sea, and mostly here's a toast to you and me. Tiny bubbles in the wine makes me happy, makes me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. Tiny bubbles in the wine makes me happy, makes me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the gingerly I give to you today, and here's a kiss that will not go away. Tiny bubbles in the wine makes me happy, makes me feel fine. Tiny bubbles make me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time.
Well, if you'd like to catch Polka Spotlight each day at noon Central Time, you can go to that web address on the screen, channel 6, mcn6.org, and then just click on the live streaming button no matter where you are in the world, and you can catch the Polka show that's airing that day on channel 6.
All right, and we have a studio guest in our audience, new to the scene. So welcome to the Polka Party, Emil, a friend of Barbara Rao. She met him at the Lennox Center. So thank you for coming, Emil. And also give a shout out to Ted and Doris, Ron Meyer, John Balajic, Gladys and Leroy Motes, and Donna Glass. Hope you're tuning in, and we miss you, and we want you back. Okay.
And the next song is the Blossom Waltz.
All right. Well, we have come to the end of the show. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you, all of you for being here, and all of you tuning in at home. Thank you, and to our crew, and to John Balajic as well.
And most of all, to the band members of Georgia's Concertina Band, take a bow. Thank you so much for your efforts today. We really appreciate you being here in such cold, cold weather. And we want to wish happy birthday to Larry Hapia, our cameraman.
Yes.
And then we're going to go out on the Ellen Polka.
God bless you all.